Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be testing out a few things that I bought a few months ago. We're just going to put it in one video and try it out. All these products are new to me. It may not be new to you. Try out all these things and we're just going to talk about them, you know, as I do my face. So the first thing is that I'm just going to prep my skin. So I don't have a new primer, so I'm just going to be using this primer here. This is actually new to me. I just used it in my last video, so we're just going to use it today. If you guys never tried out Range Beauty, you guys should. They're like really good, clean product. And this primer is mostly for dry skin. Okay, so we have the new foundation I'm going to use. This is from L'Oreal and this is PerfectRadiant Serum Foundation. So I've seen a lot of videos on this. I'm not sure if this shade is going to work, but I pick up SIENNA, which is 130. And I love the SPF in this. This is SPF 50. So let's just see. I don't know, I have a habit of using my hands now. So let me just take a brush. So I'm going to take this brush here. Let me just see the shade. Oh my God. Hopefully that this is perfect for me. So I got this foundation from Walgreens. I was just walking around and I seen it. I was like, let me just try this out. I've seen a lot of videos on this foundation, so I wanted to try it out. Let's just see how it works. I think the other shade that's close to this one, it was like really dark. If you have to pick up this foundation, I suggest that you go to the store because the shade is misleading online. So I think it's best that you guys, if you guys want to pick it up, try it at the store. But I think this is gonna work. I don't think the shade is that bad. And I really don't know much about this foundation, so I probably will have to go online and see what it's all about. But this is the amount that I'm gonna put. I don't know if it's gonna oxidize, so I don't want to take this chance. So that's why I just put, I think 2 pumps, one on each side. So this foundation is $16 and they have 14 shades on the Ulta website. You could get it anywhere. You get on Ulta, you get on Target, you could get on Walgreens. My Walgreens had it, so they had like buy 2 get 1 free. So I pick up the concealer and the face powder. So I'm going to show you guys in a minute. Let me just go into the reviews and see what other people are saying about this foundation. One person said, my facial skin hasn't been this firm in years. Okay, works well. You would fall in love. Definitely a must buy. Nice coverage. It goes on smoothly, blend nicely, and keep my skin looking nice. Does not kick up in wrinkles. Okay, wow. Doesn't kick up in wrinkles, girl. We'll see, because I have a little bit of wrinkles under my eyes because I really don't get enough sleep. And is very creamy, non-greasy foundation. I really don't see any grease, but I do see a little glow, like if you guys see around my face, a little glow right there. It is a lightweight coverage foundation. I could see that. I really don't get a lot of coverage because I didn't put a lot, because I didn't know how this foundation is going to work on the skin. So I did get the concealer, and the concealer that I picked up, let me see what shade I pick up. Almond. I don't know if this is gonna be like too dark. Yeah, it's a little too dark, but I didn't want to put anything like too light. I think it's gonna work. So let's just see how this works out. Honestly, these products are really light on the skin. And my sponge is not wet, it's just like dry. And this is how I like to use it. So you can use it however you want. I've been seeing a lot of like people that is maybe 40 and 50 years old using this foundation, and I'm not even close to 40, but I just love foundations. That's just my thing. And I just love how this concealer is blending out. Even though this concealer is a little too dark, it works really good. Yeah, it is a little light, but that is fine. I wanted to match my skin with the foundation, so I think it's working really good. When it first came out, girl, I've been had this on my desk for a minute, and this is the translucent setting powder. And girl, if you never try Allure Mercier powders, like what are you waiting on? Their products are really good. I have the other 2 shades and I really do like it. Haven't used them in a while, but I want to give this a try as well. I'm not sure for the honey. I don't know if the honey is a little bit more lighter. So let's just see what the honey looks like. Okay, so this is honey. I'm gonna take that and place that here. And what I do like about Laura Mercier and the powders, it blends out really nice. You really don't get any flashback with these powders. So I want you to try honey and see. Honey is like more like a light yellow color. Like if I put it up, you guys not gonna see the actual shade, but I'm gonna try to find a picture and put it up so you guys can see it. It goes on a little white, but you can't really tell anything. So if you guys looking for an expensive setting powder, get the Laura Mercier. You're not gonna regret it. And I think this powder is a little bit more expensive than the others. I'm not sure why they have this like $39, but so far, as you guys could see under the eyes, it looks really nice. You can't really tell, right? So this iconic translucent loose setting powder sets the makeup for 12 hours. It is lightweight and is wear with a matte finish. Oh, it's a matte finish, but I don't even feel it under my eyes. So let's hope that this powder is not that drying on the eyes. I really didn't even know this was a matte finish, so we'll see. I bought this Sephora Pro palette. You get bronzers, you get blushes, you get like a lot in here. And I picked this up when it was on sale a while back. And this is the original $50 to $60. And I really do like Sephora brand, and I wanted to give this a try because I mean, you know me, junkie. And it comes with a nice size mirror, and what I do like about it, it has everything in there. Like people who does makeup, like professional makeup, this is really good for that. I want to try out the bronzer in here. I'm using the same brush that I use for under my eyes, and this is what the bronzer look like. And let's just see. Whoa, this is so dark. Oh no, you guys see this? So pigmented. Let me try to blend this out. This is crazy. I'm not gonna go back in the palette. It's really pigmented, as you guys could see. Like if you could get your hands on this palette, get it, but don't buy it right away. Wait until there's a sale. Sephora always have sales going on. Like sign up on their website where you could get like notification when there are sales. And that's how I got this palette, because there's no way I was gonna pick up this palette for 60 bucks. No. And I'm happy I picked it up, but Jesus, I didn't know that this was like so pigmented. I'm gonna take a clean brush, and we're gonna be using Age Perfect foundation. I picked up the same shade, which is Sienna, but this one is 360. This is cream powder foundation, and it smooths and blurs, visible, minimize, perfection, even skin tones, and creamy soft texture. Okay, so let's just see. So this is the shade. It looks a little lighter, but hopefully that is not too light. I think this works really good. For me, I'm gonna try to put it down here first. And also I'm gonna go over the contour a little bit so it could blend really good, because I feel like it's like really dark. And when this happens, don't be scared. Just take one of your powders and just like go over it. It would kind of diffuse the darkness a little bit. So this is what I do. This is the last thing that I do. I go over it with my powder. I'm gonna take one of these brushes, and I'm gonna take a little bit and put here. Also, I'm gonna take a little bit and put on my nose. I did this already, but since I used the brush on the contour, I don't want to put it all over the face again because it might get too dark. It's not flaking up or anything like a lot of kickbacks. So this is pretty good, and I think Sienna works really good for my skin. So yeah. And I'm gonna take that and put all over there. Okay, so I did my eyebrow off camera to save a little time, girl. So next we have this Fixx Brow Sculpt and Set Gel, and this is dark brown, and this is from XX Revolution. Now I got this because the one that I have, so this is the original one that I have. I had this for years, I think maybe 4+ years, and it's drying down, so I needed a new one. So this is the one I usually use. A little bit that's in there. You're gonna try it out with the brow. Now I like to set my brows because I have very curly brows, so this will help a lot. And I'm not sure how much for this. This is probably like $5, $5 to $7. So it's gonna help my little hairs to stay in place. My brow just stay in place all day. This is a palette from LA Girl, okay, and I've been seeing this all over social media. I think I've seen it on TikTok. I think that's where I seen this from. So I wanted to try it out to see how it works for me. I really do like this palette because it comes with a big size mirror, and it's just like it's huge, okay. The names of the shades are in the back of this, but if you guys want to keep this, it's on that little sheet as well. I usually throw it away because I really don't care for names. And I'm filling this yellow right here. I'm gonna be going with this concealer, and I'm just gonna be doing one side first just to see how this thing looks. I don't want to set it, so I have to do one side first, this shade here, and I'm just going to put it over here just to soften, like actually just to set the concealer. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just going with this yellow shade. That is a shade that I want to use. I am getting a few kickbacks, so let's just see how this yellow look. I just really like yellow shades these days. Put this on here and see. Like, I am getting a little kickback, but we'll see what happens. If you guys know about a good primer to prime the eyes that pops out, like the color, like this is not even popping too much for me, but we're still gonna pack it on. This is actually a good palette, but there's a lot of kickback. I think this palette is around $17. Now this shade is not really working for me. I feel like it's a little bit, I don't know, it's not working too well on me, but we're just gonna still go with it. So let me just like swatch some of them so you guys can see. I honestly like this palette because it's on like more on the neutral side, so you could create a lot of looks with these, but I just wanted to try out the yellow one. You could tell that like it's really pigmented. Like they are really pigmented. I'm not sure if I'm liking this yellow. As you guys can see, I don't like this pigmented than the other, and I did it the same way, so I'm not even sure like why. Maybe I didn't pack on too much, but we're gonna try out another shade because this is not working. I'm gonna take this brownish shade. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my fingers for one of the shimmer shades in here. I'm gonna be taking this copper shade right here. I'm gonna see how it works on the lid. Oh yeah, it looks like really pigmented. Now if you're using your brush, you guys see the difference. You really don't get the color to pop off. Best to use your fingers when you're using the shimmer shades in this palette. Otherwise, the darker shades works really better from my skin tone. I don't like that yellow shade in there. It's just a mess. But so far, I'm liking it. It's not that bad. The shades in here are really pigmented just by what I swatch on my hand. I'm gonna go back in my Sephora palette because I want to use the blush in here. Now, just using one shade in this palette, I'm scared to use this palette. Let me just show you guys the inside again. Now, I don't really want to use red carpet. This is like really red. So I think I'm gonna go with a more of a like settle blush, which is Premier. I'm gonna take that and put here. I don't think I want to put any highlighter because I just don't want to do that right now with this look. As you guys can see, look, it's like really pigmented. I'm not even gonna go back in the palette. This is just like a crazy palette. And you see, it's a lot. Like I just put a little bit just to get a little color on my face, because my face is just like so blend, like no color. I really love the foundation. Okay, the foundation is beautiful. Now if you guys see that it is my shade, it just works perfectly. The only thing I don't like is the concealer. I feel like it's settled in my fine lines a lot, and that's one of the things I hate about concealers. But I have little fine lines under the eyes, and I really don't like wearing concealers too much because it just get into the wrinkles and it just make me look older than what I am. So it just make me look a little more tired. When you're putting concealers, it's just like to brighten under the eyes and make you look a little bit more refreshed. But this concealer just make me look like, I do like the foundation. I think this is a perfect match for me. I definitely gonna keep this because this is perfect for like summertime because of the SPF in it. This is like the first time I'm using a foundation that the SPF is 50. Okay, now the powder, I really do like it because there's no kickbacks with this and it blends really nice on the skin. I really like it. So I didn't really want to go for a darker shade because I'm a little light now, and honestly, like drugstore stuff is like the bomb. I recommend this too, the powder and the foundation. Like if you are my skin tone or you use me for a shade reference, I think this is the only shade that could work because the one before it I think is going to be too light, and I don't want to pick up two shades because this is around $16. Palette is a beautiful palette. It's just that it has a lot of kickbacks. They are really pigmented, and just for the price point, it is a really nice neutral warm shade palette. I really do like it. If you could find this, pick it up. Wait until Sephora has another sale because this is very expensive. This is like $60. Any expensive things that I have in my collection is because I got a coupon somewhere or I got it on sale. So this is how I shop. I use the blush in there, and I did blend it out a little bit because girl, this is like too much for me. But I will list everything in the description box down below for you guys. Let me know what you guys think about all the products that I use in this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. See you guys in my next video. Bye.